Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Kristin Hildabrand. She's Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture. Good morning, Kristin.
Good morning, Joanna.
Now, Kristin, you've brought along some beautiful flowers that we think of mainly in the South, but they might be other places as well, but that's hydrangeas.
Yes, hydrangeas are one of my favorite flowering shrubs that we have here in Kentucky. You know, this is a woody shrub that we have here in Kentucky, so it does look very nicely used in the landscape. You can use it in a mass planting where you have several hydrangeas all together. You can use it as a specimen or even an accent plant around specific areas like around a gazebo. So it's really the second most popular shrub that we can actually have. You know, I think first is roses, but hydrangeas are gaining a lot of popularity because we do have some different shapes, different colors. There's a lot of different variety with the hydrangea, and really they're pretty pest free as long as you plant them correctly based on the type that you have.
And I think that's probably where a lot of your questions come into play.
Yes.
You know, they're supposed to be blue, but they're pink, and those type of questions. But let's start with describing what the varieties or what different types there are.
Yes, so there's actually 4 most popular varieties of hydrangeas that you can grow here in Kentucky. So the first one is kind of the one that we have shown on Farm and Home. It's called a smooth hydrangea. The scientific name for it is Hydrangea arborescens. So this one is Annabelle. So if you kind of look at it, it's kind of almost a dinner plate fluorescence. Comes in a lot of pretty colors. So real popular ones besides Annabelle are Incrediball, which is even bigger than the Annabelle, or Invicibelle. So those are just some suggested varieties of smooth hydrangea. This one does good in part to some shading, and it even does better with consistent, you know, soil moisture because hydrangeas do have a lot of water content to them. So this one's really, really pretty, and you can find a lot of newer varieties out there. So that one's popular. The second one that I find that's really attractive, and it's very different in the fact that it's an oakleaf hydrangea. So oakleaf meaning that it's got some really pretty foliage that almost looks like an oak leaf. It also has some other interests, like it has exfoliating kind of cinnamon colored bark that's very pretty, and then it also will give you some beautiful fall color in the autumn time. So that's why it's so popular. So you can get things like Gatsby Moon, Gatsby Star. There's even some double forms there that you can get there as well. So that one's really nice for the fall color that it provides. The one that's most popular that you were talking about, the pink versus the blue, is the Hydrangea macrophylla, or the Bigleaf Hydrangea. So depending on the aluminum availability in your soil, that's when you can change those colors. So if you're looking for a blue, that's going to be below, your pH is going to be below 5.5, and if you're wanting a pink color, then it's going to be above that. So that's kind of the things that you want to look for.
So you might have to add some acid to that in some shape,
Yes.
form, or fashion to be able, because our soils aren't normally 5.5 or below.
Right, so you want to do a soil test like you said there, so that way we can kind of see what your pH is and what you need to add or take away. But you know, in order for that one to do very well, it almost needs morning sun to almost full shade in the afternoon for it to really, really do well. And with those particular kinds, those can even be repeat bloomers, which we call remontant hydrangeas. So it can bloom several times throughout the season rather like some of the hydrangeas that only bloom once. So you kind of have to watch when you're pruning that big leaf hydrangea, because you know you want to make sure you still have blooms, and it does bloom on old and new wood. And then lastly, Joanna, the one that we find that's gaining a lot of popularity now really fast is the Panicle Hydrangea. So it's Hydrangea paniculate. And so things like Limelight, Little Lime is one that's even smaller, compact, but this one you can grow even into a tree form. So it can grow anywhere from 20 plus feet high, and like I said, the Little Lime is like 2 feet. So anyway, that one's a lot of fun, and it tolerates real good urban type conditions. It has nice strong stems to it, so you can almost grow it in sun to part shade. So those are all the different types of hydrangeas that we have.
Right. Well, Kristin, certainly appreciate the information, and to make sure that you have success, know where you want to plant, what type of hydrangea you want to plant. If you have questions, contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.